I'll repeat. My name is Jeff Ruple. I live at 8836 Shetland Court in Kirtland, Ohio. I'm actually here, however, well, before I start, first of all, I'd like to congratulate John Pleshnick as commissioner. I know you'll do a great job, so it's good to see you up here, John. I'm here on behalf of the Lake County Visitors Bureau. I've been in touch with your council, and I'm here really just to manage expectations. The bylaws for the Lake County Visitors Bureau, and this pertains to your items 7 and 8 on your agenda today, have changed within the last year, where actually it's not even my understanding. I don't know exactly what they were before, but as they currently are, the Lake County Visitors Bureau will accept recommendations from the county commissioners. However, ultimately, the Lake County Visitors Bureau is a self-governing body and basically can choose to accept or not the recommendations. I just want to manage expectations of the people that are on this, that are subject to reappointment or appointment, that at least in terms of the Visitors Bureau, there's just one extra step. It doesn't mean that they wouldn't be accepted or not. Just trying to make it clear that that there is an extra step where they would have to actually be approved also by the Visitors Bureau. So it's obviously up to your legal counsel, but you may consider changing 7 and 8 instead of reappointing or appointing to recommending to the Lake County Visitors Bureau. And that's all I have to say.
Very good. And on that subject, in particular, item number 8, the appointment, be it an appointment or a recommendation, just to be abundantly clear and for the record, 2 of the 3 people who were eligible for, from our perspective, reappointment, sure. 2 of the 3 people did not request reappointment. They were silent on the issue.
Okay.
Which causes a bit of a problem for us to be in good faith moving forward appointing somebody who has not expressed an interest in being reappointed. We did reach out to the Visitors Bureau, and the Visitors Bureau Executive Director kicked back some applications with their names on it, but no information. Just to be abundantly clear on where we're at as far as the process goes.
Oh, no, I appreciate it. Just so I'm understanding you correctly. So out of the 3 individuals on items 7 and 8, only 1 has indicated that they wish to go forward. Is that
yes.
my reading?
And
okay.
I did personally call Mr. Fike, item number 7, and ask him, hey, just to be clear, you want to be reappointed. He did affirm that to me over the phone.
Okay.
So I just... Ron, did you have a question, sir?
Yeah, I have some questions, if I could.
Please. Oh, of course, sir.
Do you believe then, just so we understand where we stand on these things, and it's good that you're bringing this out in the open like this. And so often these things have been sort of hush-hush, and the public isn't aware of what goes on. But I think you have a valid point. But just because the Bureau funds those operations doesn't mean then the Visitors Bureau should have total control. That doesn't, simply funding those operations does not make us experts on what it takes to bring visitors spending visitors, if you will, on a regular basis to Lake County, so Lake County can thrive. At the same time, I think there should be some influence there. There's a delicate balance, I believe there should be. What are your thoughts on that issue?
Whose thoughts? One of the commissioners or mine?
Your side.
Okay. Frankly, it's up to the board. I mean, I can't even speak on behalf of the board. You know, I'm bound to, honor their bylaws. So I just have to go by what they say is the bottom line. So frankly, my personal opinion, I don't think it really matters one way or the other. But obviously, based on what they have in their bylaws, there's certainly consideration given to the commissioner's office, or else it wouldn't even be in there. So.
Okay, so you feel the vote they get is sufficient?
I'm sorry, one more time?
So you feel the vote that they get right now is sufficient in reference to choosing a committee member?
No, I don't think, no, if I'm understanding you correctly, I don't think that's true. Ultimately, it's going to be up to the board to follow their own bylaws to determine whether or not the person recommended by the commissioners is ultimately makes it onto the board.
Okay, but the commissioner's vote is something that you're not in opposition to, at least taking into consideration.
Oh, gosh, no, absolutely. And in fact, it's encouraged by the bylaws to make a recommendation from the commissioners. So I'm just wanted to make it clear that even though there's a recommendation, it doesn't guarantee that they'll end up on the board. And that's just because of the bylaws. And I just had to bring it to both the commissioners and their council's attention.
Okay. All righty. That answers my part of the questions. John, I'll leave it to you. John and John.
Thank you, Commissioner. I do want to just add, for benefit of those who may not understand the background of what we're talking about, there's a 3% bed tax that is approved by resolution of this board, that this Board of Commissioners, working with the state, that is collected. It flows through the Board of Commissioners. There's some administration that takes place on our side. There is a process, and those funds are then distributed to the Visitors Bureau. So that's where if anybody's wondering why we keep talking about taxpayer dollars going to the Visitors Bureau, just by way of background, that's what that's why. Mr. Ruple, I assume you would agree with that statement?
Well, it's all statutory, so I'm not here to give a legal opinion on that. So
fair enough. Fair enough. Sometimes,
you know,
for
it's.
editorial purposes,
But I mean, yeah, in the most general 10,000 foot level terms, the county collects a bed tax, and through the Ohio Revised Code, the commissioners pass it on to the Visitors Bureau.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Pleshnik, did you have anything you want?
Now I know. Thank you, Mr. President. First, I would like to say that my interpretation of our resolutions is that the Board of Visitors can take the word appointment as recommendation. At the end of the day, the county commissioners will vote on who we think should serve on that board, and I'd be very grateful for the Board of Visitors to take that recommendation seriously, because as Commissioner Young said, this is taxpayer dollars going to the Bureau, and it's important that there's accountability. So I would hope that they will take very seriously the vote of the commissioners in their decision. We don't appoint or recommend a majority of the board, only a minority. It's simply representatives here that are directly accountable to the people, who are chosen by folks that the people vote on, so that we have insight into how the public money is spent. But I think that our resolutions today will show clearly who the commissioners recommend for those positions, and I hope that you can take that back to the board, and we eagerly await to hear whether those individuals are approved. But more importantly,
reappointing Richard Fike Sr. as a representative of the Board of Lake County Commissioners on the Lake County Visitors Bureau Board of Trustees for a 2-year term expiring February 21st, 2023.
Move to adopt.
second,
Discussion? None being heard. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Young,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik,
yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
Resolution appointing Scott E. Bloyd and Don Capelli as representatives of the Board of Lake County Commissioners on the Lake County Visitors Bureau Board of Trustees for a 2-year term expiring February 21st, 2023.
I'll move to adopt.
Second,
Discussion? None being heard. Madam Clerk, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Young,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik,
abstain.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.